thing that I didn't really want to talk about, but I tried to commit suicide twice. Yeah, because when I was living at Lindus Road, I got put out. My cousin baby father, argument was happening in the house, so the good end up suffering for the back. Yeah, and when we said the man lock him door because he had two houses. The man lock him door, one big board crossing and nail it up. Him tell everybody to come out and nail it up. So him two daughter them was outside, me was outside, and my other cousin was outside. My cousin went to her father. Um, my big cousin that was with him, she couldn't do nothing about it. And the two daughter them went to their mother. So I was the only one that left outside. And I ended up living with my boyfriend's mother. Yeah. So that's where the whole party and thing would start. But then it was like me and him did a keep a look at things on a hush hush and upon a down low. Cause the family, two side of family do like each other.
Right.
So it's like the daughter and the son of the mingle with nobody because that side of family and that side of family. So
right.
we did keep a thing on the down low and hide it and so forth. When people used to ask, we tell them say no and all of that. It was like a little secret of a thing. And then when I got put out of his mother house, I ended up sleeping on bench and he was there with me. So everywhere where like him having good queen size bed can sleep in her. And when I was sleeping at friend's yard, him used to try to put me up and make me sleep at my friend in yard. And he was there with me. Whether it's me sleep at the ground, he was there with me. So big up yourself, Godzilla boss, in a way they even do my class over there on the internet. But if I understand sometimes. Anyway. No, sometimes you have to put them in their shoes, but
I understand.
yeah, and he was there everywhere. He was there with me, and there was a night that his friend couldn't put me up because his friend girlfriend was over, and we sit up on the bench, they talk, and they end up doors off, and we both we lie down on the bench. Him take him jacket and cover me, and he went down behind me and he got one blanket, and he turned the bench away to the wall. So if anyone who have to roll, we lick up to the wall. So throw it on the bench, asleep on the bench and with the blanket. We asleep on outside, but that was a camp out because we decided to have a camp out. That was different. That was a camp out, boy. It was a concrete, it was slab roof, and so we have camp out. But as I'm saying, I like look at adventure and then something. So we did take a little lamp and thing and blanket I was spread up on the house stuff and so forth. Then they end up start when him uncle moved, the house was there empty. And him cousin used to come in from time to time, so I end up living over there and the hiding. So like when the uncle come, we used to pack up the stuff to my hide them and then he come out and in the yard and there until the uncle gone. So he used to try to make ways to make things look better. At this time, my sister was trying to get here where we live now more comfortable for us. And she never knows some of them some things here that one can be know say she would have ball, she would tell mommy and mommy trouble with high blood pressure and me know mama that passed I'm gonna see her yet for such a long time. So I never used to tell them something here. So I know them on the line was supposed to have ball. And we never did make them know say we used to sleep on bench, sleep out a door, on ground and then we go something there. When I call my sister, it's like when I couldn't take it anymore. I tried to, because I was like, what kind of life this and support, and I put something because my family that course the feed family, and I say then know about we together, Dalios, Tina, whatever, and we so it was like peer pressure. And then they must say, oh, he must style me because they must say, him could have dealt with that. He did not say that. But they must have nothing say and we can ask him and whatever and we. So I am saying that the only person that I have is him and to know that him must style me and want them way they. So one of those, I learned something from that. I don't listen to hearsay, none talk, none
Right,
talk.
right.
Yeah, cause they used to put in class and then style me and then out a road with other woman in a car and which did have a woman, but at the time he was more better for me because the woman didn't. So he must say all the time then when I put my rope over my neck and throw it over the tree and I started to pull it.
Wait. Will you just go back with you literally did that?
Yes, because I was crying and it's like, no, I can't take this no more. And while they were at the front cussing and arguing and so forth, I think him that come to me the other night, the arguing because he was coming from a performance. And he must have asked him, where me there? And then his mother said she must be in the house. But he walked round the back. When he walked round the back, he come in time to see me I try himself. And he went to what me I do. Why me I try to do this? Why me I try come out of him life and why me I do this to him or whatever. I say this nothing I'm to you. Nothing I'm to you or whatever. I say my day see you. You make nobody tell you nothing come my day I see you. The day I see you.
Right.
The day I say you're out at door asleep, because I in my house asleep. My outside with you, I try to make sure say you're comfortable, I try to get the things and whatever I'm asking about the woman. And him admit and him say, so you expected it. Remember, I'm not working a 9 to 5, I dance in my do, just as you. And from time to time, I get promotion work with flow. From time to time, he says not like all the time. So he explains, say, when the lady give him money, he used to take it and buy me and make sure that me eat and all of them something.
So ladies, in this instance, bunion is good. I'm sorry. I had to fix that up. I had to add that in. Okay, sorry.
And this is a guy that's been trying to look from going to school because he's 3 years older than me and he was out of school and so forth. But every time when they used to come back to school and the performance and so forth, that's how we end up. We did talk, but we never did in a nothing until we go live where him live, which is Linda's. So that's no way the next time gets tighter and so forth. But we did always do the friendly. Him do some crazy things still, you know. But not gonna lie, do some whole heap of crazy things.
Yeah.
But more while you have to say to him, say, you have to just look and say, boy, if them said this and I love, that's what I tell people the other day, say, I don't think I am going to love anybody like how I did love him. Yeah, because one, this wasn't falling in love or in love. I was lying down and I was sleeping and I was rubbing up and I was pouring love all over me. Yeah? Because the people end up living with a woman. So when people just feel like if you don't want that boy yam it and from them time there, I was a yam, dashing,
So he was with you. Shanice, I want to make sure I'm following. He was with you, but he was also with her. But he was doing it because you weren't in a good place and he wanted to take care of you.
So I'm saying.
But you were living on the street and you were suicidal. You made attempt to kill yourself several times.
2 times.
2 times. Yeah. So
the second time when I attempted to do it, it was because me and him start getting into arguments. We used to fight, we used to cuss, and then somebody, and people used to say, no man, I beat him. I said, don't you dare do that.
Yeah.
When you say man, I beat you, it means that you're sitting down and taking the lip then and not doing shit. I said, me and my man fight. Because when he backs me, me backs him back. Him backs me hotter than mine, but me backs him back. When he push me, me jump on him because me can't push him. Me can't choke him. When he choke me, me pitch over. So when me get up, me just jump on him for him drop. And that you'd never, ever thump me nor kick me. I just box and push him though. And me ever fly the thump them like me a man. And it just come like, it no make no sense. A 5 on my tongue and 1 a feedback. So it come like it never used to make no sense. So we used to fight. So when people like about say, I be a man, your man a beat you, I say, my man beat me. I say, look for the girl over there, so she sit down and make her man thump on her. I say, when you see me and fight, ever see my head look at me? You ever see my mouth full of you? You ever see blood on my mouth? Me and him fight. And the last time, I think the time when he stopped is when my boss made me. When me and him a fight, and him hold me in my neck and he was squeezing me, I was grabbing for something. And I couldn't. And I feel the bucket them what them use to pick up the cement them, you know them little black bucket there? That was one of those. I felt it and I licked him about 6 times with it and I never stopped licking. Because even when he let me go, the 2 times I'm licking him head, him leg on me and hold his head. I'm start licking with it. And then when the bucket bust, I run. Just drop it all run.
Because at this point you were pretty much angry. You didn't care what happened.
I never care because I mean to say the choke when I throw I feel like my life I leave my body. So I just feel for things, for anything, for grab, to lick him with. So if it was a pipe iron, then I get liquid because we just wanted to stop choking. So we did fight a lot. Yeah, and he was very jealous. No one see no man talk to me. He just feel like them are gonna make a move and him always say he don't want to lose me and him don't want to this and him don't want to that. And even so that's how him end up man lady left because he sense the truth. Because she asked me to choose and him chose me. And she still stick around. She still just stick around because there was a big argument one time and I was like, I said, look at this, you are a big man. And I'm a little girl. And me should have come to you. Why you are come to me and ask me about your man? Because that's all I used to say. I never said my man. I said your man. Yeah? You say your man. And when I moved from Lindus Road, because when I called my sister, when the first time I attempted suicide, and him trying to get in contact with my sister, and she said they might pick up the old school over Boulevard. And I must say, well, now we plan to move over what they were really need. Because Shanice now living in a good condition or whatever. And so him didn't explain to her. And she said, it's just the bathroom needs to fix. And alright, fine. At this time, my mother did make sure that we had bed and all of them something. Because I was in 8th grade, my mother purchased bed. Make sure we have a bed, we have a dresser, but all of those stuff was in Harborville. So we were fixing up over this house to get comfortable and everything. So when him said that, he said, you're and him get the bus here and the taxi and everything and pack up and come over. And when we come over, my stepfather was living here by himself and must see that the place was fixing up. And I said, so why step there away and the bathroom lunch away upon? And our father do upholstery, which is the settee things them, so there was a whole heap of sponge on the veranda. So he took the sponge them, my baby father took the sponge them and he made he made a bed and he bought a sheet. So one sheet made it out and he put it on it and everything. So every 3 days we used to wash the sheet. We used to like when him and the lady did in that breezer because in decides him gonna leave and whatever and race, we end up almost every night we used to eat mackerel and rice. Sometimes we put the rice and mix it up together. Sometimes it's just the rice and the butter alone or just the mackerel and rice. But at the time, mackerel and rice was $120. So, pound of rice, $50, the mackerel, $70. So, that's how we live. And then I don't know how him and I end up back together. I don't know if it's because when he started to tour, but I don't know him and I end up back together because his first tour in the same one needed to be there. And some of his stuff was still at our house. So the day when him got to pack up, call him phone and when I get him phone, I mean I say, but this guy will leave tomorrow. Wait for that possibility. And so forth. It's him about being close there. But you know he was a late bird. So it was like as in coming in, he was there I end up with him friends and his phone end up dead and him coming in at some 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, so forth. If him got a party, me know say I got a party and he would pack for the day. So I say, if you not pack, say if not gone dance or whatever. I don't say anything. The day come when he's supposed to go away, he not gonna drive, he not no say, he make arrangement with her. She was supposed to carry her to airport and all of this somebody, which I didn't know. I'm doing something! Sorry, my bestie can't. Come in! But I'm alive! My bad. She can tell her all because even when we part, she was like, she not see nobody else at the alone. She say, see, Nick and whatever, we're going to get back together, we're going to marry and blah, blah. Because me and my baby father been together for 8 years. So even some people on this life now, having to still have to get back together and so forth. I'm going to tell them, say, there's two things me always ask you. He said, no woman at all in this world can make me leave you. My sister said foolishness, me tell him because that is the ultimate of make it blame him when he want to do. So I'm saying, listen. I say, listen, him young. When I try to hold on nobody, boy, if make him go and go do all he want to do, our friend said, because the day when him decide to marry me, that is the day when I license to kill. Because when you decide to go settle down, I mean, say you don't do what you want to do, and the freelance and the run up and down and everything, what you want to do. So when you decide to come home, I say, all right, then settle down behavior, that is the day my license to kill. So anybody come here and I come tell me about, oh, you know, see me, man, asleep and way and there. Me, you're not going to fight, lady. Me and my husband are going to fight. Because first thing first, even if you are run up on him and I try to seduce him, he's supposed to look away. In days of run up and down, he's finished. He's married. What is wrong with you? He's finished. So, my baby father proposed to me. He did. When Leah turned 1, he proposed to me. But before Leah, everything, we used to go through a whole heap of things, and the day when he's supposed to go away, I try to get a drive for him. I asked one of the person from the community center to get a drive for him go away. He never pack. The end of start pack up him close them a message. So the rest of closing me tell me say I go for him have something to tell. So I say what? She said she work here because if I say who? She who? Work here who? Or which airport? I said who can which who go airport? I said listen, see if you and I go airport, try to say nothing. So if you go for the clothes, I'm going for them, go and pack them up. And him go, the driver me get for him go, and him pack up some of them, and him come back, and when him come back, he must say, me for just humble and just easy and whatever. I say, listen, I've been through too much. So is either me or she? Who you want to come on airport? Pick your choice. And him say, all right, come in the car or whatever. Over airport and so forth. Then now, I don't know. Then I know. Phone baby starts. So BBM and them stop me there.
Pause. Time out. Pause 1 sec. Guys, for persons, I'm getting some messages here. Let me just, for persons who are wondering, yes, I am talking to Shanice Wells. We're talking about the struggles before the success, and this is Stay Planted. If you're not following either of us, please hit the follow button right now, and I will definitely follow you back as well. She is, this is intense. This is intense. This is, I'm sure that you've seen her on your television, you've seen her on a day-to-day basis, and you had no idea that she was going through all of this. So Shanice is really speaking her truth right now. Continue. So him tell you, come in at the car.
Yeah, he just come in at the car. But it wasn't her car, it was a car that I got for him.
Okay.
Here, I told him to choose. Some says either she got airport with you or me. I'm sorry, all right, come in the car. That's what he said. So basically, if I say, you are me at the airport.
But you never said that.
But you never said that. She never come.
Okay.
Because he said, all right, come in at the car. So I'm going at the car. Me well sit down because I want to see if I'm going to pick her up because she have her own car. And every minute me I look back and I want to see somebody at trail way. But when we reached the airport, it was just me and him alone. So anyhow, we were making organization out to pick him up from airport because he spent 2 weeks on his store, in dance store, and I don't know how this lady got my number.
Which one? The same woman?
I don't know how she got my number, but this lady got my number and was texting me. And she was like, what time you what time you gonna come from work and what? I don't know why I need to know when I come from work. Because I'm gonna pick up Nick from the airport and I could just swing by and pick you up. I said pick up who? I said lady pick up who? So him tell me say
I am sure that when I'm done this live, I'm gonna have to do a lot of translating because we have persons all over the place listening. All right.
Okay. He said, listen. He tell me say.
Yeah.
From a get a drive, pick him up from airport.
Right.
So I don't know about swing by and pick up. I'm saying lady, I'm big woman. Can be a lady, I call her. I call her by name. I say lady, I'm big woman. And it's so funny, you know what is funny? 2 weeks ago, I saw her out there because we're party people on the road. I saw her. She was like, hi, I want my head stiff like a bowl academy shot. I don't know you. I don't know you.
Guys.
She was so friendly. She was willing to keep the man.
But I said, go. I said, she have to try.
She said, oh, him tell her, say, to pick her up from airport or whatever. I just call him. I said, oh, I pick you from airport, sir. Him, you, where you about? I said, because I don't know how your lady get my number. Yeah, which lady? I say your lady. Oh, she get my number and I thought, oh, she have to pick me up to pick up you. Oh, that go. Anyway, I did not end up getting to pick him up because I got booked on the spot. I was with on the spot at the time, same way, and I got booked for a party in the country.
So that means that she probably go pick him up.
And that must say too. Because me make sure my left with you. My cousin, I like her, and a couple people I like her. Because they say I'm married fit. So I tell them, I say, I don't think I got able to come back in time because him same flight supposed to land in the morning. So I know say I reach back by the time they come and say, yeah, I reach back by the time I reach back for 12 o'clock. Yeah, but I did not know. It was, I thought, no, I lied. I thought the next day, I thought it was 12 p.m. in flight was going to land. So I took the booking, which it was 12 a.m. So when him called me and said, where are you? I send me there on the road. May I go? I send them the bookings and I tell about whatever. I said, come to the airport now. He said, what? I said, 12 o'clock is supposed to land, sir. And he said, no, Sean, 12. I said, I never know 8 I never tell me 8 So check my message, never tell me for 8 I thought it was p.m. I said, the things are 2 or whatever. Right? He said, I got call. I was the leader of the group. His name was Sri Lanka. So he said, I call Sri Lanka. I make him come pick him up. I'm sorry, fine, whatever. But me, their country, and get caught and say, in a dance, and she stand at the side. I was so easy. I wanted to go home so bad, you see, but I was so far away. I was so far away. So, when I got home, and my call him, I said, wait, I said, look at him, mother. I said, you know, the dog your mother. He said, mother, I said, you're not doing your mother. Because I'm sitting on your mother's veranda and you're not here. Yeah, no, but across the road, man, I come meet you. And I want to go up there because I want to see she was out there. And I want to meet her. I see him coming across the road and there was nobody. I said, who pick up from airport? In Sri Lanka. Same time as him safe, so the guy was coming out. I'm saying, you pick up Tracy from airport. He said, yeah, him call me and the shot go pick him up from him. He said, oh. He said, and him start laughing. You know, tuition? Or they must say, because this thing, well, brave called my phone and fix my phone and said, she come pick up me if you pick up you. I'm going to depend on.
Shanice, hold on, because you're giving me a headache. You're giving me a headache. People, Shanice has this video because I noticed persons are sending me message to remind you people to go and vote for your video that you have out right now. So go and vote or like your number 17 on this.
Yes.
Tell me about the video. I know I liked it already and I commented on it already. If you go onto her page, there is
Yes, there's all right guys, so when you go on my page, you can find also in my story where the link is there, so you just click it and it sends straight to the video. If you go on my page, you will see the guy IG big and bold. I think I've tagged him about 4 times in a one
Yes.
you can just click on it and just look for number 17.
Just scroll all the way down and then vote for that. And while you're doing that as well, once you go on Amazon, Shanice, you need to get a copy of my book.
Sure.
I want to get a picture of you with it.
You can just send me the link and everything on WhatsApp.
Oh, definitely, will do. Go on to Amazon, people. Go on to Amazon and type in Planted But Needed Water. If you're not following me as well, please hit the follow button. And if you want me to follow you back, send me a message, a direct message, and say, yo, I follow, so follow back. And then I'll definitely do that. Also, Shanice, next time, start off with them struggle day. Because can you believe it's 9:10? It's 9:10, and
I believe that I can write a book or maybe two about my life, because it's not everything you can able to talk about, but you're dropping some of the most struggles one that you have been through and stuff like that. So most time when I sit back and I really look at my life, I feel like I can write maybe 2 books about my life.
Yeah, man, you need to, and you've been, and I must say, I have to commend you on that. You have been through a lot. You're really a strong woman. I had no idea that, and the fact that you brought that in as well, the depression. You were homeless at one point. You attempted to kill yourself on 2 times. That's okay. I've had persons on this show. I spoke with Kamola last week who attempted to kill herself 5 times. And all of this most times is as a result of relationship as well. I love the fact that you are strong when you tell me, say, you're not take a lick from the man. He might lick you, but you're like that.
I'm going to get beat up. It's a me and my man fight. It's a me and my man fight. Beat up is when you sit down and him back you, thump you, and you go see in your dark glasses. No. Only you say me and him argue, you see me what normal na real, you see me a link or anything.
Yeah, but you know what? I just want to ask you 2 more questions and then we'll wrap up here before Instagram shuts us off. So why did you stay in this relationship though? Why?
Love.
Because you had so many opportunities.
One, I look at it that he was the only one that was there for me. And, man more sweet, and he was like, see nobody not there, they see and whatever, them things there. So like when people used to disappoint me, I end up going back to him. So he was like, nobody not there for you and Ray and Tay and all of them something there. And through all of the ups and downs, he was always there. So it was like the brain program. I say, true, I'm not the only person who did it. He's the only person there. And if no want money or anything, if I'm hungry, and so he will took his last. Him have $1,000 already, and this nigga walk from Lindus Road to Washington Boulevard to come and give me the $1,000, and really started to fall. So he proved that he was the only one there. And when I got pregnant, and he told me, say, no more party, I'm gonna start work, and I didn't have bus fare, he ride bicycle from Lindus Road, come up Boulevard, come pick me up, and took me to work on the bicycle. And then when I'm ready to leave work, I call him, and him come, and him park up, and him beg and him wait on the bicycle, and it was a borrow. So I never feel.
You mean by borrows? That somebody borrowed the bicycle from somebody?
Yes.
Okay.
And carry me home. So people would be like, why she stay? Why she took up on whatever? He was always there. He was always there. When me break down with crying and everything, he was always there. So crying on the shoulder when I have multiple asthma attacks and then took me to the hospital, he was there one at a time and tell the doctor them never keep it and I abandoned the place and let me dead because I was I had an asthma attack and my chest was locking up and everything, and they rushed me to hospital, and they were on their phone and wasn't paying attention to me. And then tell them, say, if you walk go up this and come back, and nobody does start assist her, just know the KPH and open them.
Wow.
And he did walk outside and come back. And when he came back, I was on one of the, I was on one of the oxygen machines. And he said, oh, you know, oh, take me that come back and see her in up on the ground. So when him go down there, I nobody not pay no mind because I had multiple asthma attacks. And it's because of stress. Sometimes because people think that it's just dust and then somebody kick up asthma. No. Anytime I'm starting about things and stress and then somebody, my husband will just trigger off. So dancing is really an escape for me. I thank Arvil and Shelly them all the time for calling me and then something I want to cry, you know. They call me and obviously I put I don't know. You see something in me where I think I don't see it yet, but slowly I see it. But you see something in me because I tell you, say, I give that man technique, I give the money, I give that man the help. Yeah? And but him not stop. Him still there with me and still a push. So it's like it still it don't feel like I'll lose in the long run because even though me and my baby father part, I got somebody that is there for me just the way that he was and maybe even more, which is obvious. So a lot of times I tell myself that I'm a very lucky girl and I tell myself say that's what I do. Like try to take my life full time. Me not say nothing, no one can make me ever reach back to that stage. Because
I love it.
I am too lucky, I am too blessed, I am too loved to reach that stage. Me too. So when me really look back on my life and see how much things I go through and when I go around people, even when they work 9 to 5 or so forth, and I go around people, them just gravitate to me easily. Easy. And work somewhere, get pregnant, and go back there to go work. And without a doubt, they know if to take me. So I just don't think that may looking back at it, I regret it that I try to do that, but then when I look back and peer pressure and you feel like nobody no love you, nobody no dead for you, it's like yes, so with a sense of living, with a sense in the world and so forth. But at this moment in my life where I'm at, me too love, too blessed, too. Maybe if I ever try that, Shelly Jeff come here come beat me. Or me be by the time she no, me I go get a second beat no. Cause my sister over there would have beat me. And then Shelly come beat me. And then Arvin come beat me. And the rest of us them they up on this like I mean no Terry they over here, baby Terry that friend will come beat me and ask me what me I do.
Yeah. That's good. I am so happy that you have that support system though. And I want you to leave something with persons who are listening right now because persons tune into the show every Wednesday. And depression, suicidal, it's a common thing, especially with this pandemic. It is big and people don't talk about it, Shanice. People don't talk about it.
They don't.
And I am so happy that
it can really and truly it can eat your life. Like literally eat your life. And people just be like, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm depressed. Anytime you wake up and me feel sad. Anytime at all me wake up and me feel sad. Me just turn on my music and go outside and go dance. Cause nothing that make that smile ya, turn upside down. Nothing. Yeah? And if me dance, I'm still feeling, I'm sit down, I'm looking at the glass, I'm saying, girl, you're nice. You nice. You blessed. I'm gonna find some makeup something on YouTube. That is way before even TikTok. Find some makeup something on YouTube. So that's when we even start to invest in a makeup because we start trying something that whatever sometimes I don't remember somebody depressed. Not even remember what it make me sad. Because from I start feel sad, I'm start keep it in, it make my asthma trigger. Yeah, and I haven't had an asthma attack maybe about 6 months now or 7,
Thanks,
maybe so.
thanks be to God.
And
God is
then
good.
there's a next thing that I am actually challenging with now. And this is I found out about this a little earlier in the year that I am in trouble with seizure. So that make it worse. Nobody can make me sad because when I start feeling sad, my seizure is going to come on. When I start feeling depressed or feel like from vent, but my seizure come on based on stress and fear.
Yeah.
So I am in trouble with asthma and I am in trouble with seizure. So nobody can, not even on the internet, nobody can hold call me, nobody can book me down, don't know. I'm going to do, Allah. I'm not going to argue with you, I'm not going to cuss you, I'm not going to know. If I feel like saying you want to cuss you, I'm going to cuss you good, because I cannot cuss, because I say too much bad word. I'm going to play some music, and I dance and sweat. And then, rest of them that is, some of the people over here can tell you. When I feel like dancing and I share it with my friends them on the live. I just turn on my live, play some music and dance and I tell them request a song. They send me a song. I'm gonna dance it. And I did it last week Wednesday. Last week Wednesday I did a class, but I just still feel dance-ish. So I'm gonna go live and I said, send me on a song. And them send me the song and me dance the song and whatever, I'm go out myself and so forth. And also this thing that I do every Thursday that's called Sexy Thursday. People just feel I'm just want to get up and dance naked or whatever. No. If I don't read my caption, because a lot of people do not read. That's what I realized. If I don't read my caption, I don't read some of the hashtags them, when I realize what I say, self-love, self-empowerment. So you could have black, brown, shaped like Humpty Dumpty, and you're confident and you love yourself the way you are. Trust me. So that is what my Sexy Thursday is about. Loving all your loving everything about you. Because my head big and nobody can tell me something nice. Me growing in my head. Because one of the time I was a sick. When I left high school, I mean start lose weight, I look like one lollipop. This head and nobody. So I grow in my head. Me grow in my head.
Yo, we definitely have to have part two. We definitely have to have part two. We are live here from Toronto, Canada. This is also a clip that will be on my YouTube channel, Planted But Needed Water, and my friends from G98 FM as well, and Toronto Culture. It was such a pleasure having you on tonight, Shanice. You don't mind part two? You don't mind part two, eh? Okay, good. And Arvel, I know that you're on. I'm getting private messages. Yes, I'm having private messages as well. People want me to talk to you as well, Arvel. So we need to link up. All right, we need to link we need to link up, Arvel. So send me a message so we can link up. We need to find out. I mean, you have been doing such a phenomenal job. I've heard persons talking so much about you. We love man like you. We love man like you. We love man like you, Arvel, and we need to link up so we can actually hear what your journey and what is it and why is it that you decide that you want to do nurturing like this. Because I remember talking to and Special Blacks as well, and the way how she talk about Arvel, man, me get gooses all over. I've had the opportunity to work with Arvel once when I was working in TVJ, but it wasn't intense thing, right? So I want the opportunity again so that we can do it again. And I know he's a great guy and everything, but big up again for all the work that you have been doing. Shanice, you yourself, you talk about self-love, you talk about motivating yourself, you talk about inspiring yourself despite of everything that you're going through, your personal struggles, the things that you mentioned that you have never spoke about before. I want to say bless up and thank you for staying planted, girl. You think somebody did love you before? I know me love you. If me love you one more time, God cry. And I can't wait for you to come to Canada for us to really go into depth with some of these things that you're doing as well. And we will definitely keep in touch.
Yes.
But just before you go, for
Remember
persons
to
who are
send me the
listening,
link so I can get the book.
oh yeah, I will send you the link. Planted but Needed Water, guys, and it's on my Instagram page as well. Just go on to Amazon and you'll be able to get it. And remember to go over and vote for